Hello, Royals, and welcome back to another episode with me, Monique Reyes, hairstylist here at Arizona Royalty Salon. Today we will be doing a balayage on my friend Desiree here. Her and I started her hair journey about 5-6 years ago, maybe even longer. And we had her hair at a short bob. And now here we are, grown out. She is 100% curly hair. And today I'm going to be balayaging it and cutting it. Right now I am starting off with a haircut, and I am over directing it forward, pulling everything forward and giving it that nice rounded cut. Because with curly hair, when it's curly, we want it nice and round. So giving it those layers and then pulling it forward also, one, it gives it those layers, and then two, it also maintains the length too. Because I'm not trying to take any length away from her curls. I want them to live when it's curly. But I also want it to look nice when she is wearing her hair straight. So this haircut, you can wear curly and straight. So this is a great go-to for our curly hair clients. And I just take vertical partings, continue to over direct it forward. And I do this all the way till I go to the center of her head in the back for this side. And then I do the same thing on the other side, pulling everything forward with vertical parts all the way to the back. And then you'll see me combing it out and just checking to see how it's going to fall when it is straight or when it is curly. Just checking out my angles and just making sure my cut is going to look nice once it's all finished and put together. I also want to add that for you curly hair girls, that is necessary to get those trims every 10 to 12 weeks. Because your hair is going to only grow to those points of where the hair is breaking off at. And those points where your hair is breaking off at is a split end, and it will continue to split up the shaft. And eventually it's going to have shorter breaking points. So you want to get those split ends off. You want your ends to be fresh so that your hair can just grow healthily, if that's even a word. But yes, get your trims. I highly, highly recommend it. So now we're going into her balayage, and I've sectioned her with the back being the whole section, and then I got the left, the right, and the top sections. And for the back, I'm taking diagonal sections on the left and right, and then in the middle I do horizontal. I am painting from the bottom up and leaving the center out because I want more dimension. So I want more of the balayage look, highlight look. We chose to go with a balayage because, one, she's a mom and she, doesn't have all the time in the world to come in and get her hair colored. So timing is everything. Speaking of momming, there's little Zuri right there. But yes, and so balayages are, and for the grow out, you don't have to come in every 4 weeks. You can come in every 8 to 10 weeks. And then for haircuts, I also recommend the 10 to 12 weeks for curly hair. I don't know if I said that earlier, but if not, I'm saying it now. But for color and balayage, this is the thing for if you don't have a lot of time. One, to sit in a chair, and then two, to come in and get your hair done or recolored. This is a good one. We left her root natural. She had a good color that was going to blend with everything anyway, so we decided to just keep her natural brunette color, but we're going in and putting some lighten pieces. I am taking thinner slices in her hair because she's got curly hair and we want her curls to have those nice tendrils of shine, kind of like the sun is just hitting her in certain areas. You don't want it to look like it's bulky and just blonde patches. So, for the curls to look right and for everything to blend together nicely. Straight or curly, you want to take thinner slices with curly hair. So I'm at the top of her head and I'm doing horizontal back. I want to have symmetry, so I do horizontal slices. As you can tell, I'm not weaving. The hair doesn't grow in rows like a vineyard. So just taking a slice, you're already weaving. So why do extra work? Work smarter, not harder. I just take regular thin slices and work with that. Once again, I go a little higher in the front just to give her more blonde. You know, we all want those money pieces in the front, so I bring the balayage up a little higher to give her that. Look at little Zuri just having a time of her life. To be a child again. So yes, just going over, folding in those ends. Look at that blend. Look at that balayage. Balayage is also a good thing for those who have grown out blonde, because if you try to go in there with highlights, it will be a hot mess, and you do not want hot mess express. You want nice blended pieces, and that's what a balayage can do. It can break up that big grown out section from your blonde end. So I love a good balayage. Once again, I went in with color that I used a cream lightener that is very, very good on curly hair. And I use a cream lightener on all my curly hair clients that want to go blonde. Once again, blonding is a process and it takes time. So to get to the level that she's at, it took us 5 years, okay? So don't think that you're going to sit in the chair and go straight from black to this shade of blonde. It is a process. It is a hair journey, because you want to maintain your curls. And if I went in and just bleached you out with some heavy lightener, and you would not have really nice bouncy curls that you saw in hers as I was washing her with my Bumble and Bumble shampoo and conditioner. I use the Hairdresser's Invisible Oil one, because that one is not so heavy, but it has an oil in it to keep the moisture, versus using a curly hair shampoo, which is more heavy in the moisture, because I'm thinking about my end result as I'm going through my process. And my end result is I want to go straight. So if I put curly hair products in her hair and I want to go straight, I will have to fight against all those products to get her curls to work with me. So I use the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. Gave me just enough moisture that I need. I mix it with a little bit of creme de coco because I like to make cocktails. And so yes, that's what we did. Right now, I am blow drying, and I want to just give you a fun tip that when you are blow drying curly hair, you start with it wet and you work from the ends up. I know with straight hair, they teach you in beauty school to work from the roots to the ends. Yes, that works for straight hair, but with curly hair, you're going to run into a lot of problems in the end if you try to do that. So, blow dry the ends and then work your way up, and you'll have better results. And if you do more in the blow dry, you won't have to do as much in the flat iron. But as you can tell, look at her healthy hair. Her hair can work both curly or straight. Look at that blend. Look at those pieces. We've already toned her. The haircut, everything is just falling where it needs to fall. And this is beautiful, grown out from a bob of many years ago. And this is healthy curly hair, and we're doing a blonde balayage on it. And I'm going in with my Babyliss, or Babyliss, however you pronounce it. But I love my flat iron. It just makes that hair melt like butter. Yes, you can see the smoke, but that's just the product. And yes, look at that blend. Look at those colors. Look at how it broke up all of her root from her ends and brought it all together. And that's just such a beautiful, beautiful color for her and for her hair. I toned it down a little bit than when she first came in. It was pretty bright. Once again, it was grown out for some time, so I'm really trying to get in there and get those corners without burning her. And this is the end result, all flat ironed and blended. So beautiful. Such a perfect color for her. Thanks for watching. Continue liking, subscribing, and sharing. And if you have any interest, please leave them in the comments below.